Hello, everyone. My name is Torrin Atkinson. I'm here on a Saturday for a change because I missed last week's... Some fun intro music. Okay, that's annoying. I'm going to turn my volume down. Stand by. Let's turn it down to 11. Okay. Yeah, I'm here. I wasn't here last week. I broke my wrist this week. It all ties in together today, but let's draw a monster in 20 minutes. I'm doing the Fiend Folio from A to Z. Last week was, I guess I can show you what I did last week, although you've seen it. But more importantly, what I did this week was, let me see if I can show you this. I'll show you there's some artwork I did this week. This is for Mutant Crawl Classics book cover, a little zine type format, not like the full 8.5 by 11. You can see Mr. Skunk with his bone machete and this pitcher plantoid, and this flower is important down the little bottom left corner. And then what you call your tech wizard, kind of, what do you do? Shaman, your shaman. So there's that, and then I also finished luckily before I broke my hand. I broke my wrist for Danger Forge. This guy here. This some classic AD&D lizardmen in a jungle. Both of these drawings, different clients, both in a jungle, so that kind of worked out good. Fighting amok. So that's what I've been working on this week. But yeah, last week was Germain the monsters. Ding. We're gonna ignore that. Where's my Germain? There they are. Germain jousting for jelly jujubes. So that was the letter J. But today is the letter K. And before I get to that, we must remind ourselves, mustn't we, to go to torrinatkinson.com/artbook/original art for sale and buy some of my art because it's good, I guess. And I post all this stuff on YouTube, and I post all this stuff on Instagram. And also this week I did a video, a storyboard artist reacts video to Dungeons & Dragons 1983 episode number 4, Valley of the Unicorns. So that will be, that's only for my Patreons right now, but I'll make it public later next week. So yeah, patreon.com/torrinatkinson. Enough of this gay banter. Let us get to our monsters today. I'm going to draw two. It's going to be a twofer. And I'm going to draw the Kenku. Classic Kenku. Let's get real close and find out what's important about the Kenku. They are medium-sized creatures. Let me get I should have gotten my brush. Let's do red. I should have got my brush ready before I started this recording. Let's do, what have I been using lately? I've been using a fountain inker bleed. Oh, hello. Why is it not? Why won't it let me? There we go. Yes, that's the one I want. Okay. What do we need to know? We don't need to know its armor class. We don't need to know its special attacks. We don't need to know its magic reaction. Basically, it's size medium. That's important. Bipedal humanoid birds with wings, clawed hands, and feet. So this is important. In the starting with 3rd edition, they no longer had wings. But in this 1 and 2 editions of D&D, they do have wings. Clawed hands and feet, and the head of a hawk with a sharp beak. Kenku are mischievous creatures which habitually use their limited magical powers to annoy and inconvenience humans, though their intent is not usually to kill. Expert fighters, usually wielding a quarterstaff or a samurai sword, so he's going to be wielding a katana for sure. If unarmed, they fight with their 2 claws and bite. Kenku have certain magical powers, like a magic missile or shape change. We're not going to be doing any of that. Shocking grasp, maybe. They do not speak. They appear to communicate with each other on the telepathic level. So there's the Kenku, but we're also going to be drawing the Khargra, which are small, 3.5 feet long. Anything important in the stat block we need to know about? No. Creatures from the elemental plane of Earth, the Khargra, occasionally venture onto the prime material plane, that's where the adventurers live, in search of high-grade ores, which they digest and use as food. They swim along the layers of rock in small schools. Oh yeah, what's the number of appearing? 1 to 6. Okay, cool, fun. Riding on Earth movements and the shifting of geological strata as if swimming or surfing in the sea. When they find a suitable vein of ore, they settle down to feed and ingest the material, grinding it up, blah, 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 blah. The sloggy waste material is excreted. Khargra consider armor and weaponry a tasty meal indeed, and are particularly fond of eating metallic treasure. Khargra will leap from the wall or floor of a cavern or subterranean passage like fish leaping from water, flying as far as 10 feet. They then attempt to fasten themselves with their clawed arms onto large metallic objects, which they will devour. When Khargra have emerged into the air from their normal rock movement, they must crawl, pulling themselves along with their arms. Like I assume when they land or something. I don't know. Does that mean crawl through the air? I don't understand that. When attacked with a metal weapon, a Khargra will bite the end off and swallow it. So here we have. I looked up. This is the 5th edition version of the Khargra, but I like the goofiness of the original. Okay, yeah. So let's let me grab this. I'm gonna X. We're gonna Control V. This is the hardest part of having the broken wrist, is doing stuff on the keyboard. The drawing hand is fine. Thank God. And let's get this Kenku. Let's just do it straight up. I didn't. Whoops. Hello. What happened here? See that again. Oh, God damn it. This is what's going to slow me down. Control X. There we go. We can delete all that. Control V. Okay. So there's the Khargra. There's the Kenku. I want to get him. I don't want this. I don't want it to be covered up by the. Okay. Some jazzy jazz, and then the Khargra we'll put him over here. So, what are we thinking here? Let's just start with red. I don't want to waste time changing. And I'll just do we'll start. What time is it? 11:54. That means we want to be done by 12:24? No, that would be 12. Oh God, 12:16? Is that right? I think that's right. 12:16. That's what we're aiming for. Okay. 12:16. Everyone remember that. So this is, we'll have it's rocky. It's a rocky area. The king. Oh shit. Yeah. Yeah. No, everything's fine. Everything's fine. And they'll be leaping out. I want to have him. I did grab some reference material in the form of this Japanese shield. So we'll use that authentic Japanese shield. So we'll keep that handy. And what else do I need to know? This is my. I was gonna put him in a kimono, but you can't really do anything with your legs with a kimono. So I just grabbed this from Shutterstock, just as another costuming reference for my Kenku. So we'll keep those on hand, but we don't need to worry about that quite yet. Let's keep. He's gonna be mad. She, I guess. Let's make her a she. Not that you can tell for a difference. And the shield will be here, and one of the Khargra will be here. I guess you probably won't be able to see much of the shield, really. If you want to see some of the Khargra, which you definitely do. So he'd be holding it like that, and then his arm, shoulder, bird arm. And then, should it be kicking another one? Maybe he'll be like kicking one? Kicking starts with K. Yeah, let's do that. Okay. Now the line of action here, as we call it. And then with sword. God, with a sword. There's no room for his head in this drawing. So make us just head smaller. And we'll remember the, need my eraser to be bigger. It's coming along. Actually, I don't need to erase all of this. What I need to do is just maybe move it a bit. Oh, keyboard stuff. Is that gonna work? I think that'll work. Might be not anatomically perfect, but I mean, who is? Who is anatomically perfect? Why is it not letting me draw? B. Why is it not letting me draw? B. B. Okay, there we go. Some problem. And then the sword. I don't know what the sword should be like. The katana should be that way, so then he'd be holding. Here's the. She would be holding it. Something like that. This is a very flat drawing. Like everything's. If you know what I mean. Maybe you don't know what I mean. Like there's no depth. There's no. I mean, I could make some creatures. I could. Like maybe there's one coming out of the ground right here. How many guys? How many of these guys is going to be fighting though? Let me move this to the front. Maybe just the 3. He's got this one on his shield. I mean, she's got this one on her shield. Kicking this one. I feel like that leg should be longer. Right? Kick. That's strong. Line of action there. And then kind of like sparrow. Looks more like a sparrow than a hawk, but whatever. Yeah, and then thwap. It's gotta be like, God, I've never drawn Khargra before, so this will, not that I've ever drawn a Kenku before either, but okay, something like that. Is this gonna work? Let's say it's gonna work. All right, so there is our rough drawing. We'll switch to black, or let's make it a. I don't know what's a. Guys in the chat, what's a color that begins with K? Khaki? Is khaki a color or just a pant? Khaki color. Key color. Yeah, it's kind of like a. Okay. It's kind of the color of my background, which is not great. No, I want to paste. Can I paste? There, that's what khaki. That's what it says for khaki. So let's just make it really a very dark khaki. Okay, that's fine. Get rid of that, and let's I'll make this green. This is our new layer. All right. We need our. Should we do our Kenku first? Let's do our Kenku first. Let's get rid of this guy for now. Let's bring back. I don't need my beige anymore. I don't need that anymore. Where is my... There, we want that. Let's get the kimono. Khaki kimono. Oh god, I can't. Control and T at the same time. They're too far apart for me to press with my crippled hand. How's everyone doing today? Yeah, this is the layer I want. Scree! Okay. Let's see if we can do this. Get some action here. Whoosh, whoosh. Like that. And we're going to have some big... There's a kimono. Is the kimono underneath? Does she have boobs? I mean, all fantasy, anthropomorphic fantasy creatures have boobs, right? No one's going to be able to tell this is a woman, so it doesn't matter. And people on the internet will always assume that it's... I need to know, is she wearing a belt or not? I think I grabbed another. Yes. Let me move this over here just so we can take a look at it. So she does have a belt. This goes down to the waistline, and the pants are huge. Okay, great. I could put her in Samurai Jack type clogs. Right. So... Oh no, beta. Feathers. Hawk. Scree! Let's make that. Let's give him a tongue too, why not? Her. Let's give her a tongue. Here I am denigrating all the nerds of the internet. Like even a lot of the times when I draw women and people see the art for the first time. Like if it's not a traditional beautiful woman with long hair and makeup, then let's put a little, yeah, as we go. Do that. Let's turn it on all right. Yeah, people will think it's a dude, especially if I make like a bald woman. Any bald woman is a dude. Scree! Alright, I'll give her some eyelashes. Now she's clearly a woman, right? Dun, 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 dun. There we go. Now she's a woman. I guess they do have little nostrils on. There we go. Alright. That's our bird. That's our Kenku. What else do you need? I mean for the head. How are we doing for time? 12:03. Okay, cool. Let's get that. Let's get these foldies. I want that other image back that I had up. I'm gonna just move to the other screen. You guys don't need to see it. Just wanna see how it looks like the sleeves are the same width from the and then right? Katana. Gleam. That's a terrible gleam. Gleam should be like on the edge here. Gleam. Whoosh. Whoosh. Special effects are not necessary, Torn. Don't waste your time. And then let's make that not quite so angular. Da 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 da. Bum bum bum. This one has this thing has black trim as well. There. I don't know. Trying to make her look like a woman, but not too much like a woman because she's also a bird. So I guess the end result is nobody cares. All right. Should have claws, right? Do they have claws in their fingers? Problem is you can't really see any of their fingers. There you go. And let's look at this shield now that we are getting to the shield part. I think drawing the Khargra is going to be quite fun. I think that's about the right size for a shield, right? We just need to see this side. Moody music. It's straight. Give it a bit of curve for perspective reasons. And then it goes like that. I'll just draw the whole. That, like that, and then another chunk out of the middle. I mean, you want to be authentic, right? Right, guys? Guys? Okay, this kind of look like nipples, but that's fine. And then, yeah, and then we'll put the, get to the Khargra in a second. So that's the shield. I feel like we don't really need that shield anymore, but I'll keep it in the file just in case something happens. All right, so back to our Kenku. I'm gonna zoom in just a touch. So where is this? Maybe I should draw the feet first. All right. How are we gonna do this here? Super big. Oh god, my stomach's a rumbling. I mean, that's fine. Right? And then, I feel like maybe that one's just a little bit long. Make it bigger. Make it bigger. Okay. No, it's too wavy. I had it right the first time. Okay, that's fine. Kenku kicking the Khargra. We're not going to worry about how many feet the Kenku has, or how many toes, I mean, is what I should say. We're just gonna improvise. Because we don't have time to do the research that I should have done before I started. You know these things. You know how these things work. Okay. And so that's okay. That's looking good. That's looking good. Let's get some... That's the back. And then this one. How should this one go? Let me think. Let me think. Give me a second here. I think that one should go that way too. And then, oh. Right? Right? Are you with me, folks? And then, I don't know, something like that. Is that our Kenku? Are we done our Kenku? Because we don't have a shit ton of time. Like, how is its arms? It doesn't need any bracelets or anything. I kind of want to give it that. This woman has the top knot. But there's no... But that wouldn't work. Because there's... I mean, maybe it will work. Maybe I'll just put... There. That's a Kenku top knot. I like it. All right, into the done with that. Now we just need. Where's my done with the Kenku? Where's my Khargra? There he is. Okay, let's draw these guys. Let's do the foreground guy first. No, let's do the shield guy first because it's easier. All right, he's gotta. Where? How am I? Where does this? Put both of his eyes. How close? His eyes are like right at his front in the mouth here. So I'm on the wrong layer. So. Yum, 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 yum. Yum, yum, yum. So that means the center line would be like here, and there's this dorsal line, and then I don't know. Do you see his teeth? I mean, for the purpose of this illustration, I think we see his teeth. And he's got to have his arm. It says in the text, his arms grab onto the thing while it munches. God, this is so difficult. It's a weird angle. It's a weird creature with a weird anatomy and a weird angle. So there's its little 3. God. Right? Does that make sense? Is that looking right? And then so it's God, this is weird, but I like it. Did I draw them? Maybe I drew the eyes too close? Too close? It looks like a Muppet. But I guess that's how it's going to be. And then the other dorsal fin. Right? Does this make sense? I feel like this should be close. I'm not going to worry about it. I'm not going to worry about it. Guys, this is me not worrying. Okay. Let's just put this one over here. And we'll just... put that over there, and then we'll get some of this. I'd like to make it look more cool and rocky, but I feel like it's 10. I've got 5 minutes left, so here's a little poot poot. Get some. It's digesting. It's coming through right now. All right, let's get some. Just get some deeper shadow on here. All right. Yeah, so, you know, before I need to get to it, subscribe to my YouTube and all that kind of stuff. There's one. It's kind of shitty, but that's what's happening right now. I feel like, I don't know, sure. Like, I don't want to make it too. I feel like I'm giving up on the boobs. There, that's fine. If that's not enough boobs for you, I don't know what. I don't know what to do. All right, and then we got another one over here. Let's, I'm totally neglecting the chat. Uncle D is here. Welcome. Yeah, brunch. It's brunch time. All right, so here's another guy. Is he too big? No, that's about 3 feet. Let's put his. Let me get my reference into frame here, because these critters are kind of weird. This one will be. Let's put his eyes over on this side. Here's the teeth. Oh, oh, oh. This is his mouth. Right? Are you with me? Are you picking up what I'm putting down? And his eyes will be like, oh. I can't see my canvas because of my microphone. Oh, let's move this. Move this over here just a touch, just for the time being. I don't know how this creature's eyes work. What layer am I? I'm on the wrong layer. Oh, let's X that. And, oh, Control V. Can't do it. Oh, shit. Control Shift V to put it in the same spot. Okay. And then let's just work on this layer. That's fine. Da, 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 da. And then, oh, is this the eye? I guess that's how it works. Oh my god, it's totally wrong. Because the eye will be coming down. This is where the eye... God, these guys are hard. And so his arm would be... This is one arm. This is another arm. And the fins are between the arms. Oh, that's fine. Is anyone going to pick apart? Okay, now I need to put it on the same layer. Control Shift E? Control E. There we go. Bam! Okay. Now it's kind of sort of coming together a little bit. So here's his eye. Dun dun dun. And here's his little nippers. God, that's terrible. Okay. He's gonna have... Okay, that's a little better. 3 claws. Right. Alright, and then there's another one here. This is how I'm feeling. This is what's happening in my brain right now, is this music. Oh, God, okay. Anyway, you try drawing when your wrist is... If you think you're so great, you draw with a broken wrist. It was a very small break, by the way. I'm going to go see a specialist on Tuesday, and I'm concerned about work. Okay, all right. So that's this guy. We gotta wrap it up. I got technically like 1 minute left. So let's. Oh, where's this? We need his little poot butt, but then we can see some of the. Okay. Ugh. Right. This is okay. Okay, that's good. I think that's good. That's good for this guy. Let me just put a little... Oh, shit. Just put a little thicker outline around. So we can really see that he's a... Okay. And then the last, and certainly least, the guy that's not... I can move this back over here now. Thank you for your patience, everyone. So now, this guy... Now we've got some Z depth on the Z axis. Okay, and then we'll have a eye here. This is more like it. Although it's not. The things aren't facing the right way. The ridges. Okay, right. And he's got 2 eyes. Like you do, and this will be a fin. And then there'll be another... No, this will be the... God, I kind of want his claws to go past his mouth, but I don't see that happening right now. Okay, so... maybe a little bit. here's this. Let's get some chunky earth. He's just coming out of the chunky earth. I gotta make this Control T just a little bit smaller so I can get some more of him on the screen. I feel we don't really need this anymore, do we? We might come back to it. Yeah, actually I do need that. Come back! Come back! Come back! Zinc! Zinc, come back! No, this is terrible. Fuck off! B, not M. Alright, yeah, so this is the other claw. Let's put the other claw there. Right? Now we can get some very dramatic. And this is like chunks of earth are coming out. And then, where's his other? Oh, you probably won't be able to see. That's fine. His other fin. Just put some weight on the bottom of his. Is this Battle Beyond the Stars? I think it is. God, that's terrible. Let me fix this, and then we can wrap up. Is that fixed? I'm not sure that's fixed. These guys, so what I learned is that these guys are hard to draw if you've never done it before. That's fine. We can put some. We'll do a layer. We'll do a shade layer, and that's fine. Crack, 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 crack. And then he was standing on. She was standing on a thing. What did I have? What did I have here before? It's fine. It doesn't matter. I think that's it. I think we did it. Let me just add some. A little bit of extra around the foreground guy. And then I think this is his other eye, right? Kind of forgot to draw that. And now it looks terrible. Something like that. Okay, great. All right. Right? Does that look like rock to you? It's gonna have to. It's gonna have to look like rock. Let's put some more. Cack. All right, this is it. We did it. Let me save my work. Yeah. Save as. This is gonna be Kenku. Kenku. And let's put in. Shadowy. I'm using the wrong brush for this, but on the other hand, who cares? Something like that. Something like that. This could all be, and then, oh, there we go. That's, we can emphasize that it's a she. I think it's not terrible. Right? Does that work for you guys? Ba-da! Ba-da! You know what we could do if we really want to get fancy? Let me get, where is it? This one? It's this one. We'll make a nice big brush. Oh, that's too big. No, that's too. Give me the biggest seed bell you've got. We'll just put in some extra textures. Maybe we'll do a white. We'll do that on the white layer too. All right, new layer. We are officially over. I choose to blame the my broken wrist. Let's make these ones a little bit smaller. And now let's go back to our. Oh, we'll just use this brush. It's fine for the highlights. Unca D, I blame society. Thank you. No need for apologies. Art takes time. Today I'm enjoying some Kutia for my brunch. I don't know what that is. Kutia. Sounds interesting. Let's put this white layer underneath the main layer, actually. No, that won't work. Okay, that's fine. Let's just do a little. Let's just do this as the edge of the shield. Come back to Capistrano. That's the day. Come back to me. When they whisper. I don't know the lyrics to this song. Oh yeah, we definitely got to put some. This is where the shine comes from. Let's do that too. Let's put in some, just some lines. Some action lines. It's pretty much it. Thank you for joining me today for today's 20-minute monster. Next week will be, what comes after J? Yes, you guessed it, Sesame Street fans. The letter L. And what we will check our options for the letter L. I think I'm done. That's it, right? Let's get those claws going. And then I think that's fine. There we go. I feel like what I should do is I should lighten the background a little bit. That's too much. So it's not quite so... So all the colors aren't quite the same? Ooh, what happened there? I don't know. It's hard. It's tough. Maybe I need to change the color of the background. I'm not going to worry about that. I'm not going to worry about that right now. Kenku. Let's increase my... Kenku versus... How do you spell it? Khargra? Khargra. Right? Did I get that right? Somebody check that for me. What happened to my wrist? I fell down. I fell down on the stairs. I was wearing very slippery slippers. And I fell down on the stairs. They really put the slip. Torrin Atkinson 2023. So thanks for joining. Oh, wait. One more thing left to do. Consult the Book of Armaments. Here we are. We did the Kenku. We did the Khargra. So next week is Lamia. The choices are... Let me zoom in. Lamia Noble, Lava Children, and Lizard King. So stay tuned. Same bat time, same bat channel. I hope everyone had a good time. Find me on the social media. Make some derogatory comments. And I will see you next time on the internet. Bye-bye.